Hello guys, welcome to my channel. I just wanted to analyze this whole thing going on between Nengi, Ozo and Kid. That's Nengi, Ozo and Kiddwaya triangle in the Big Brother Bbnaija house right now. So Saturday, I actually had wanted to do the video after the whole thing, the Ozo finding Nengi in the toilet with Kiddwaya, but then I've been busy, so I just had some time and I was like, let me do this video and talk about it. So when the whole game began, we all saw how Nengi was close to Kid. Ozo wasn't so close to Nengi, even though she spoke to him 1 or 2 times, but they weren't so close. We've all seen times that Kid advised Nengi on how to flirt with the guys in the house. Let's talk about whether Nengi likes Kid or not. So based on my observation, there have been some pictures that have surfaced online, and you can see them on your screen. One, Nengi looking at Erica with some kind of evil eye, and another one too, she was looking through the window and spying at Kid and Erica whilst they were seated, and it almost looked like she wasn't happy with their closeness. So from my point of view, I would say that Nengi is not happy with Kid and Erica's closeness. So I'm sure if Erica hadn't gotten so close to Kid very quickly, Nengi and Kid would have become an item in the game. That's what I think, because I remember when Kid was talking to Nengi about he having issues with Erica and all, and Nengi actually said she knows she's the cause of it. She knows it's because of her they are having issues, but then if Kid and Erica wants to start something, she can just draw back. Like, for her to say that, then she knows very well that the way she relates with Kid is not just on a normal level. It's something that shows that, oh, these two like each other. So that's why she thinks that Erica has an issue with Kid because of her. So, okay, that aside, things turn around. Kid is now with Erica, whether Nengi likes it or not. Nengi now has to find someone in the house to be with, because Erica has come to take Kid forcefully. We all know Kid didn't propose to Erica. He didn't. It was Erica who managed to find her way into Kid's life. So Erica is now with Kid. Nengi has to find somebody. So all of a sudden, Nengi starts getting close to Prince and flirting with him, kind of leading him on. And when the guy came out and was like, oh Nengi, I like you and I want you and all, Nengi starts acting funny, and at a point she told the guy that she doesn't like the guy, she's using the guy to pass time, blah blah blah. And Prince obviously saw through her that no, this girl is just being manipulative, so let me just move on. Moving on, Nengi now moves to Ozo. Her games with Prince, she saw that Prince had seen through her. You know, recently she was telling Ozo the reason why she wasn't talking to Prince again is because Prince was too competitive. But this girl didn't tell Ozo that Prince questioned her for going into the washroom when she knew Ozo was there. That one she didn't tell Ozo. She just said Prince was too competitive and he's more about the game than friendship and all that. Okay. She now moves on to Ozo, her next target. she told Neo about the fact that Ozo is not minding her, Ozo is ignoring her, blah blah blah. Neo speaks to her, Neo goes to speak to Ozo, and they become friends again. They spoke so many times at night, trash out their issues. And also being a guy, is only normal for him to think that, oh, this girl likes me, and maybe he's also attracted to her, so let me shoot my shot and let her know how I feel. The moment Ozo told Nengi how he feels about her, Nengi told Ozo they can't be in a relationship, and that she has someone outside the house. She's not really broken up with the person, so until she won't date him. She goes to talk to Big Brother and tells Big Brother that Ozo is somebody she will want to date, but then she has somebody outside the house and she's waiting to sort out issues with the person, so that if it doesn't work out, she'll be with Ozo. So when she was saying all these things, I kind of believed her and thought that, oh, this girl likes Ozo. It's just that she doesn't want a relationship in the house, so she just wants to be friends rather with Ozo. Okay, so their whole friendship starts to blossom. They eat together, cook, they spend lots of time together. But then from time to time, you see Nengi and Kid playing, and the way they play, like most people see it and they are like, no. This is not just a friendly play. It's beyond that. It's more or less like this girl wants Kid, or Kid also wants Nengi. So Nengi and Kid are both attracted to each other. So most of the viewers saw that they are both attracted to each other. So I actually had to watch most of their videos. I mean, Nengi and Kid, their videos, and I got to also understand that it's not just normal friendship, and that they are both attracted to each other. So it's not just normal friendship. Kid is attracted to Nengi. Nengi is also attracted to Kid, because it's not like it's a one-way thing. So I got to understand that no, these two are attracted to each other, but it just happened that, like I said earlier, Erica quickly grabbed Kid. So Nengi had no option, because Nengi already knows Erica outside the house, so she wouldn't want to do anything, and it would be like she's jealous of her or anything. Because right now, up to now in the game, Nengi and Erica can't be friends, and it's all because of Kid. So Ozo and Nengi are good friends. They eat together. People started shipping them. Ozo's ship, everybody was attracted because they look good and all that. But then, any little chance Nengi gets to play with Kid, any little chance she gets to play with Kid, it's not something that is normal. You can tell that no, these are two people who are attracted to each other, and whatever play they are playing is not a normal play. Ozo clearly didn't like it, but at a point he had to confront Nengi. He had to ask her. Oh, he didn't like it when she sat on Kid's lap and blah blah blah, and Nengi was like, oh, Kid is just a friend and he's the only one that matches her energy in the house. That's why. So some people started raising issues, and they were like, it's because Ozo doesn't like to play, and that Ozo is always serious and blah blah blah. And I was like, you people, why are you lying? Ozo is very playful. When he tries to touch Nengi, Nengi will hit his hand. Okay, Nengi will hit his hand away. So you expect this guy to play with her? It's more or less their friendship now became like, when she's ready to play, she starts touching Ozo. But when Ozo is ready to play, she will stop him from touching her. Some people were of the view that, Nengi has strong amorous feelings for Ozo. That is why she doesn't want Ozo to touch her. That is what some of the people were saying. And all that while I was quiet about it, and I was thinking that, it could be possible that is the reason, because I don't understand you, Nengi, forcing yourself into Ozo's space and him accepting you along the line, and all of a sudden you can't date him and you don't want him to even touch you, not in any playful way, but then you are okay when Kid touches you. Then it didn't make sense. It was kind of confusing to me. Okay, so there was one clip that surfaced online, and that clip had to do, you can see the pictures on your screen. Due to copyright issues, I can't add the clip. That clip, you can see Nengi seated on Kiddwaya's lap, and she wasn't just seated calmly. At a point, she tried to position herself seductively on the guy's lap. Kid became uncomfortable, but then had to remain calm. So you can see the pictures. So when I watched that clip, I was like, no. This clip confirms it, that Nengi and Kid both want each other. But at this point, Nengi is the one pushing and giving Kid green light. More like, Kid, I still want you. Even though I'm with Ozo, you're the one I still want. Because that thing she did sitting on his laps, that's the interpretation Kid will get from it. So after watching it, I started looking at Nengi in a different way. I was like, no, this girl is not real. She's playing Ozo. It's very likely she got to know that, this guy is a nice guy, he's intelligent, he's smart, he will be very useful in the game, so let me draw close to him and have him on my side so that it will benefit me in the game. Remember, it's a game, okay? Remember, it's a game. That's how I started to think. I started to understand that it's possible she drew closer to Ozo and wanted Ozo on her side because she got to know that Ozo is handsome, he's intelligent, and he will obviously become very important in the game. So let me draw close to him and he will obviously become useful. So let me find whatever means I can to draw close to him. And that was what she did. And that's the understanding I got. Because that week, when she did that, sat on Kiddwaya's lap in that way, which was last week, then that same week, Saturday, they have the party, which was just this Saturday that has passed. They go for the party, and she and Kid kept on whispering to each other. Even when Lekon was dancing with Nengi, Kid was standing there looking at them and went to whisper to Nengi. Like, Kid was all over her, whispering things to her, and nobody knows what they were talking about. At a point, they both danced together, and I don't know, if you haven't seen the video, go and watch. You can tell that the way they were dancing, it wasn't, no. Kid even tried choking her and all. Then all of a sudden, they both leave the dance floor. Ozo and Neo realizes that no, something is going on. Because Ozo, even though Ozo is not dancing with Nengi, he could tell, he had his eyes on her and was watching her movement. So when he saw that Kid wasn't in the room, Nengi wasn't in the room, he and Neo both moved out, went into the house to see where they were and what was going on. So they did that. They went to the washroom and they met Nengi and Kid in the washroom with Nengi's zipper. I mean, she wore a jumpsuit, so her zipper was down. So people were like, Ozo is exaggerating. Ozo shouldn't say that something happened. It's his insecurities, especially those who support Nengi. It's his insecurities and blah, blah, blah. I was like, really? Ozo was very disturbed. Neo became quiet, like dumbfounded. He didn't know what to say. And Neo's advice to Ozo was like, guy, just lock up. Like, he told Ozo to forget about Nengi. Like, he shouldn't take her serious. Because if a guy tells his fellow guy to lock up concerning a particular girl, that's what he means. So, I watched one particular clip when Ozo and Nengi were in bed that evening. Ozo brought that issue up again. And was like, he doesn't understand why when he and Neo entered the toilet, Nengi now started saying that, oh, I need to pee so badly, I'll put the link to that clip in the comment section so that you guys can watch. Ozo was like, he didn't understand why. So it's more or less like, because Ozo came to meet he and Kid, and because she knew she was doing something with the guy, she had to now all of a sudden create a scene as if, oh, she wants to pee. That's why she came to the washroom, and it's not because of Kid. That's what she said. But you see, the truth is that people saying that, oh, her zipper, she can't zip it down herself, it's a lie. We are all women. It's a lie. You can wear your dress and you can zip it yourself using your hand. You turn your hand, especially most women who are very flexible, they can turn their hands to their back and zip their zip all by themselves. So what Nengi said is a complete lie. Even when I watched the video and Ozo was like, he doesn't understand why when they got there, Nengi was all of a sudden, oh, I really need to pee. Like, I don't get it. If someone has zipped your zipper down, what again is left? Go and pee. So why then do you see Ozo and Neo and you are like, oh, I really need to pee? No, obviously something was going on. So that aside, when I watched that clip and Ozo was questioning her, I got to understand that no, something was going on between Nengi and Kid. Apart from that, after she went to talk to Ozo and was like, oh, Ozo, nothing happened. Kid is just like, it's just my brother, just like you. And she added travel better. You know that travel better clip, short video they did, and in the video Ozo was a brother to Nengi. Then she added it, making it funny. And when she said Ozo was her brother, she smiled because she's the only one who knows what has happened between she and Ozo. Okay, that's why she would say Ozo is her brother and will smile. And that Ozo should understand that Kid is her brother. First, it was his Kid is the only one that matches my energy. Now, Kid is her brother. Okay. She goes down to the kitchen, and Kid, we see her and Kid having a conversation, whilst Neo and Ozo are on the other side. So they are talking. Nengi is actually asking Kid, it's like you don't want to be friends with me again. Why are you distancing yourself? Blah, blah, blah. She's saying all sorts of things. Kid and, Neo and Ozo, they finished with what they were discussing. Ozo got up and he saw Nengi and Kid talking. But the moment Kid got close to Nengi and was touching her hair and all that, Ozo didn't see it because his head was down. He was fixing his microphone. So when he lifts up his head, at that time, Kid had already told Nengi that, you tried. And Nengi was like, I did. And she was smiling and nodding. And Kid was like, did he believe you? And Nengi was like, she was nodding. Like she was nodding. So the moment she started nodding, Lucy called out Ozo's name, because Lucy had seen Ozo and called out Ozo's name. So the moment Lucy called out Ozo's name, was like an alert for Nengi. She and Kid turned in that direction to see whether Ozo was there. Ozo wasn't there. So Kid continued talking and was like, I feel like I'm pestering too much. When Kid said that, Nengi turned and looked in the other direction because she's still looking for Ozo, because she's heard Ozo's name in the room and she saw Ozo. So Kid was like, I feel like I'm pestering too much. Yeah, seriously. Then the moment she saw Ozo, she hit Kid's chest and she was like, Kid, there's something I want to tell you. I feel a certain way about you, and I'm gonna tell you right here, right now. And you could tell the look on Kit's face, like, girl, what are you talking about? What is the issue? I was with you in the toilet, like someone who is shocked. And she changed the story all over. And I was like, something obviously happened between Kid and Nengi. Mind you, Ozo was still watching them. So she now had to turn the whole thing around. Okay. I'm glad that Ozo told Neo that as for him, when he can't trust you even with friendship, he will never take you serious. So he said he's freestyling. That was what Ozo said to Neo. The next day, when this whole thing happened, the next day, when you watch clips of Nengi and Ozo, they've been cool, all right, but there have been times he's ignored her, and she'll try to rub her hands around him, and all that. You know, I got to realize that we should know one thing, that there are some people who are very good with pretending. If you don't know, there are some people who are very good with pretending. They can pretend so well. Nengi is not a good girl, but unfortunately for Erica, because she's had sex with Kid in the house, and the videos are out here, people see her as a bad one. But no, Erica is not the only bad one. Nengi is also a bad person, a bad girl. She is. She's not a saint. Because if she can play Ozo like that, look guys, no matter how nice Ozo is with Nengi now in the house, I can say this for a fact, that he doesn't value Nengi like he used to. Ozo is not dumb. He's 29 years, for crying out loud. So he knows what Nengi is doing. He's gotten to understand it. But he's also playing her to her game. You know, from that day, let's say yesterday, Ozo has been watching Nengi whenever Nengi is with Kid. At first, he wouldn't spend so much energy watching them, but now he does. He consciously looks at them because he's seen that, no, this girl is a liar. She'll say one thing and do another. And I just pray that, and I just think that before the show goes to an end, Nengi will be exposed if she doesn't stop whatever she has with Kid in the house. But as for Nengi and Ozo, they are never going to become an item. Nengi will never cuddle Ozo in the house. Nengi will not kiss Ozo because she doesn't want Ozo in that way. Nengi wants Kiddwaya because of his money. Ozo is not as rich as Kid, so Nengi will not date Ozo. I have said this, you guys, Ozo shippers, you can enjoy their nice moments, but please stop imagining things in your head. Someone was like, oh, Nengi told Ozo that she likes Ozo, and I'm like, what is so special about that? Nengi has told Kid she likes Kid and all that, so what is so special about that? So as for me, if you ask me about this whole Ozo ship, that's my truth. I don't think it will ever sail. I don't think Nengi will ever let Ozo kiss her or cuddle her like in that romantic way. No. They can hold hands and share the same bed, but she wouldn't be intimate with Ozo because she doesn't want Ozo in that way. She rather wants Kiddwaya because he's a billionaire's son and he has connections. So guys, share with me your comments in the comment section below. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more.